welcome back to this week's weekly vlog. If you're new, my name is Dawn and my channel is mixture of Dutch life vlogging, you know what goes on. I live in the Netherlands just outside of Amsterdam, and once or twice in a month a crafty podcast where I share all the crochet, knitting, sewing, painting, jewellery making, you name it. I'm pretty much an avid crafter. So today we're kicking off the vlog with we're on our boat, on our little motorboat. There's Lawrence in the background. Hi Lawrence. We wasn't planning on going for a sail today because the weather has been really dodgy. It started out with really bad thunder and torrential rain this morning, and we don't bother with a cover on our boat because we live so close to it where it's moored. So this morning we've just been really lazy. I've been knitting and watching YouTube and just generally being lazy and enjoying myself on Mother's Day. Sorry, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, it's Mother's Day here in the Netherlands today. I got this really nice, not this one, yeah, this lovely silver pendant off Joshua, my eldest son, which was a massive surprise because they don't normally get me presents to kids. Normally Lawrence organises that stuff, so that was the first time, so I was quite emotional, as you can imagine. So we wasn't planning on going out for a sail today because the weather's so unpredictable, but we've seen there's a break in the weather. There's no rain expected for a few hours. We had to come anyway because there was quite a lot of water in the boat, so Lawrence has pumped it out. We've got an electric pump on the boat. And we figured, well, we're already here now. We haven't got all the cushions and whatnot on the boat, but thought we'll go for a little sail and yeah, just give the old girl a stretch. It's the first sail of the season, so let's see what we can see. Just logging on for the day. Got my coffee. Yesterday I didn't film it because when we got back from the boat the weather turned really like overcast, and then it started raining, you know, like this spotty rain kind of thing. So we got a quick break in the weather, so William helped me repot some of the seedlings, but I didn't film it. So, but I'll insert some footage of veg cam at the beginning of this, I think. So I've been out this morning, which is hopefully what you would have seen, just to see that they've all survived. They've not been munched by snails, because this damp weather brings the snails out. So far so good. The really smaller plants, I keep them in the shelf overnight and then I bring them out in the day just so they can get some sun and rain and whatever they need. So hopefully they'll grow. None of those seeds that I planted in the big planters have sprouted, not a one. So I think they're a write-off. So I might just plant some of the seedlings in them, and if anything else pops up we'll just call them the bonus plants. Lawrence was supposed to have his first vaccination yesterday morning, and he stayed up really late. Oh gosh, I don't even know what time till. There was some big boxing match going on, and so he stayed up to watch that, and he overslept. So it was about 10ish, 11ish, and yeah, it was about 10ish, and Lawrence had made bacon sandwiches for Mother's Day for me. And then I said, what time's your vaccination? And then he was like, oh no. And then he checked and he was like, oh, I've missed it. Anyway, he called like the helpline and they've rescheduled him for next Sunday. But I was like, oh no, because I was really sort of all geared up for him, you know, because yeah, we're hearing more and more people around us are catching it now. So I'm starting to I can feel I'm getting a bit sort of stressed again, how I was at the beginning. I can feel it, so I need to just keep an eye on that. It is, the weather today is dreadful. It's like the skies are black and grey, and it's like that constant drizzly rain. But my gosh, the humidity, it's so, I mean, I'm sat here in my room, the heating's not on, and I'm like sweating. It's so humid. It feels like there's a storm is coming, or it needs to happen. This week, I'm working today and tomorrow, and then I took a day off on Wednesday. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I just thought, well, why not? Because Thursday's a bank holiday here in the Netherlands. It's so the Dutch word for it, it sounds really funny, is Hemelvaart. Hemelvaart, which is Ascension Day. And the literal translation of it is heaven out. Yeah, fart is like exit, heaven exit. It's Ascension Day, which is a bank holiday in the Netherlands. So I figured, well, I'll take Wednesday off, and then I've got like another long weekend, which would have been I would have had like 2-day weeks for 3 weeks. That's quite nice. It's been quite good. What else? Nothing else exciting to share with you. Today, William's gone out to school till about 2:30, I think he said. Joshua's gone to work. Lawrence worked from a data centre a couple of days last week, and I think he went in the office, but today he's staying at home, and I don't know for the rest. We had a little chat about the swimming pool. If you was here last summer, you'll know that William and I bought what we thought was a paddling pool. It turned out to be a children's swimming pool, and it is an eyesore, and it takes up room in the garden. Actually, where the only level place that it can sit realistically, because my garden's on a slope, is where we put there's like a concrete base that Lawrence has been planning forever to build a shed. He wanted to build his own size shed there, man cave. But we put the paddling pool there last year, and it took up all the space. And then where the plants are in front of the back door, that's the only other level place we've got. So we have the garden table out there, because as I think I said this before, in the summer, as soon as it gets warm, we eat outside a lot. Especially being with a South African, it's very normal to cook and eat outdoors. You know, it's become very much part of our custom now. So, and then past then it's on a slope, so I don't even know. We used to have like a split level garden, and it's not a steep slope. It's only, you wouldn't walk along it and feel it. It's just when you put something like a pool or a table, then you notice it's not level at all. So I don't know what we're going to do about that, because he said he wants to build the shed this year, but then we was talking about the pool, because I said, oh, they're in the back in the shops, the pool. And we didn't know if we was going to replace it, because we did get a couple of holes in it last year. And you might have seen in the garden, Lawrence just emptied it, rolled it up sort of, and dumped it there. So it's been out in all elements. So I don't even know if it's going to be any good anymore. And I was like, oh, I don't know. Do we want to, waste all that water filling it, only to find it's like a sieve and it's not really repairable? Or we just get a new one, because the same one we've got is on offer now at the local garden centre for 135. And we've got the pump and everything for it, and the chlorine and filters and everything. Or what's new is one of the DIY shops are selling round ones, so that might be an option. But anyway, he said we'd definitely put the pool up again, because we won't be having a vacation this year. That's not happening. But we will take time off work, and And yeah, we'll spend a lot of time in the garden. And if the last few summers we get quite hot summers, you know, it creeps up to like mid-high 30s some days. So it's worth having it. We used it a lot. It was a godsend. Some of our friends come over and, you know, we bobbed around in it. It was great. We loved it. In fact, the adults used it more than the kids. I mean, it is a bit of an eyesore, and I'm sure the neighbours who overlook us are like, what are they doing? But who cares? It's our garden. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling and make a start on the day. And if anything interesting happens, you know the drill. I'll take you with me. Yay, I'm at the workshop. It's really early this morning. Okay, confession time. Lawrence and I scoffed a whole tube of Pringles teriyaki chips last night at about midnight. I woke up with such a stomach pain this morning. Isn't that terrible? We've not ate chips for ages, but we were like possessed. You know, when your hand's almost getting stuck in the tube. Anyway, so as a result, I won't go into detail, but I was up quite early this morning. So I've already been to the Action because I needed some supplies. Finally brought my bucket. How pretty is that bucket? To the workshop, and tongs because I'm going to do some dyeing today. I bought some knitting just in case I fancy chilling. I brought lunch with me. Oh, I was looking for that. My notebook. I'll show you what I bought. I don't think any of it's particularly interesting, but I've got, hold on. So normally when I dye at home, I use my home equipment, kitchen stuff, but I've bought all new for the workshop, so I can just leave it here, and if it gets trashed, it's fine. So if I'm dyeing or speckling, I use sorry, that's camera's jerking, that's really strange, like a roasting tin kind of thing, and it's got one of these metal grills, so I sit it on there and then I cover it with tin foil to keep the heat in, only on a low heat. And then I've got a pot. Pots are nice for dip dyeing. So I bought a pot. The other thing, I'm so happy I found this. Brought a new glue gun because I haven't got one here. So I always bring mine from home. Finally got round to buying. I think it's like rubbing alcohol. It's to remove stickers. The cupboard I was painting ages ago. I can't get the sticky tape off. I needed some measuring jugs. So I've got them. Foil. Told you it wasn't interesting. A new extension lead because mine's only a 3 tray. And for the pans, so I don't burn anything. And then all these have to go in the car. Oh no! Oh, bugger. Oh, I bought some seeds and they've opened. I don't know which one's which. I bought chives and red beets. I'm not sure. There's a load of seeds loose in the bag. Oh no. Okay, well, that'll stay there and I'll just empty them into a pot. I've got some other things that are in the car because they're for home. Namely, I bought 4 more plant pots so I can start separating some of the seedlings, and it was the last 4 on the shelf. Can you believe that? Anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set, I think I might do 2 or 3 skeins today, and I've forgotten my notebook with my colourways, so I'll have to wing it. It's fine, it's only for myself. What I have to do, I'll show you, is I soak my yarn in this ammonium sulfate, which, well, you can see it's basically a fixer. So I'm going to soak some yarn in tepid, lukewarm water. And you don't need loads of this, maybe a spoonful. And I'll let it soak for up to an hour. Half an hour is the bare minimum and an hour is the maximum. And then I don't squeeze it out. I just keep it quite wet. And then they'll either, if it goes in the pan, I'm not sure if I'm going to dip dye. I need to think about this. So anyway, what I'm doing is I'm going to soak everything, and then I'm going to go over to my friend Monique, Bencher's mum. I don't know, Benter's mum. She's the little, she's not so little, the, she's not a Labrador, golden retriever, the one who had cancer and she had her eye removed. If you've been around for a while, you'll have met Benter before. Monique's in the art centre today, so I'm going to set my yarn to soak, and then I'm going to bob over there and say hi to her and have a catch up and drink coffee. She's moved workshops. If you have been around a while, she used to have a really nice big workshop at the back of the building, but she's moved into a smaller place now, namely because she's on the ground floor now, and she has a like a full length window that opens so Benter can go out, so that's great, and she's perfectly happy in a smaller unit. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. When I start dyeing, I'll try and remember to film things. I'm going to ask Monique her opinion on colourways. Maybe she's an artist, she might inspire me. See you later. God, I'm so hot. I had to close the window because they're whitewashing the roof. I'm sweating. Because I don't know why. Maybe it helps with the sun. I don't know. Part of the art centre, actually most of the art centre is actually originally a glass house. Translating in my head, a greenhouse. Went to visit my friend Monique. Have to be really careful when I go to visit her studio because I can just sit there for hours. I don't know if I remember, did I show you these? I bought these glass of these tiny little shells, so when I put them, make like little curiosity things for the study karma, home office, the study in the dollhouse, sorry. And I thought Monique loves miniature things, so I'm never going to use these, so I thought, oh, I'll just pop over, say hi, and I gave her some of them, and then she gave me this cute little glass bottle. Isn't that cute? Watch out for what I make with that. Anyway, I've started dyeing. I've decided to do 3 skeins. One of them I want to do like summer English rose garden theme, whatever that is. I think I'm going to try and go for like Christmassy shades. Fancy doing something Christmassy just to see. And then the other one I might go for like rich colours. I'm just playing at the moment because I've not used this equipment before. And these, the jacquard ones, the new colours I've got, I've not used before. I've got a selection of them. I mainly use these Colourcraft ones, but I only have like a basic set of them. Gloves, because yeah, I get it everywhere. Anyway, I'm going to show you what I'm making so far. Well, as you probably gathered, we're on the boat. It's quite late in the afternoon now, it's gone 4. This morning we've just sat and watched TV and not really done anything. I think I mentioned this before, it's a bank holiday here in the Netherlands. It's a little bit cooler from last time we went on the boat. I think it was in the low 20s and now it's in the, I think it was 17, 18. So I've got a cardigan on. Yesterday, I think I overdid things with my knee. I can't remember if I mentioned that my knee was sore. Anyway, it's really, really swollen now. I can barely stand on it. I found like a support stocking thing to go around my knee, like a stretchy bandage thing. So I've got that on. The only trouble is, it's like, you know, when you wear Spanx, obviously not everybody out there has worn Spanx, but for those of you who have, it keeps rolling down my leg. So I've got a skirt on, so I just keep sort of hoiking it back up. But the relief it's given me, not just support wise but also pressure wise. So yeah, I think to see how it goes tomorrow, but I've just rested it as much as possible today. Anyway, we're going to continue to have a little sail around. It's not very quiet on the water. It might seem like it is now, but my gosh, there's loads of kids with very loud music cruising the little side canals. If you're new, we live quite close to a lake which is divided into two kind of lakes, and in the middle of the lake are these islands. And originally growers would have used these islands to grow all the plants and so forth, and then they would transport them by flat bottom boats. So some families do still grow on them because it's very rich peaty soil, but a lot of them have turned them into recreational islands now. So they're lovely. We did consider renting one at one point. They're quite expensive to buy. I think they're like €30,000 and upwards, and there's no electricity, there's nothing on them, there's no amenities, nothing, so you just literally get a little plot of land. But yeah, people from like outside of like in Amsterdam, you know, people who haven't got a lot of space, living space around them or gardens, they tend to hire them, and then they'll have cabins on their boats. So they'll sleep on the boat and spend the day on the island. So they're really nice. And if you're in a good spot, you know, obviously you can swim. I wouldn't swim in, well, this water should be okay, but some of the side canals, it's a little bit murky and sometimes a bit pongy. It's Friday, should see it on the screen somewhere. Today, so my knee is still quite bad. I rested it almost all day yesterday. I slept in the support bandage. It's like a tube. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. It helped a lot, not just for the stability but also the compression. So Lawrence had to pop to the shops this morning, so he's got me some, oh, it's upstairs, Voltaren gel, and it's got diclofenac in it. So after I showered, I slathered a load of that on it, and you can only put it on once a day. So hopefully that helps, because I've got jeans on today. It's a little bit nippy outside, and I can't wear the tubular thing under jeans because I think I said it already, it rolls down. Anyway, today, well, I realised I didn't show you my yarn. I think I put it on Instagram, and not everybody's on Instagram, are they? So I thought I'll show you, and I'll unravel it and show properly on the podcast, because I realised not everybody watching is into crafty. Sorry, I'll just heighten you up a bit. So this is the pinky rose colours. I hope it's showing up on camera. It looks a bit pale to me, but it's actually a bit darker. They're like dusky colours. So this reminds me of like spring. And then this is like browns, burnt yellows, reds. This reminds me of autumn. This is my favourite. And then this is all shades of like grey, blue. These are actually really, really dark. Actually overlaid. That was like a black mixed with blue. What colour shade of blue did he use? Can't remember. It's all at the workshop. And then it's got all sort of, yeah, different shades of greys, blues. So this reminded me of like a winter kind of shade. This is cooler. So yeah, I think I've sort of got 3 seasons in one, I think. Really, really happy with them. I don't know what I'll make with them yet, but of course they won't go to waste. Sorry if you can hear sizzling. Lawrence is making toasties. It's just gone lunchtime here. I've got an appointment to visit a quilt shop in Amstelveen. They're only open on Thursdays, but I saw on their website this morning that you can visit on Friday and one of the day, maybe Tuesday, by appointment only. So I called on the off chance this morning, and she said, yeah, pop in, I'll reserve a slot for you for 2:30. So I'm most excited about that. So I don't know if I'll be able to film in there. Not everybody wants you to film. Do you want that plate?
Yeah. It's your one.
That's my toasty. So, but anyway, I'll probably do a show and tell when I get back. Oh, there's a plane coming. Okay, well, I'll talk to you later. Back. Tired. I won't go into too much detail. I'll share it on the podcast, but I bought some at Cauldrons and some glue refill. And then Lawrence and I went to a place called New Fennep because he's seen on a South African Facebook group, it was, that somebody in that area was selling South African charcoal. So I think it's called Ons Braai. Ons is our, and Braai is barbecue. And so anyway, we called the guy. It was in like an industrial estate, and it's not purely South African. They do like American barbecue style, and they do catering, barbecue catering, and then they have a shop. And so anyway, we bought a 10 kilo bag of braai coal, barbecue coal, which is, I think it's actually
from Southwest Africa.
Yeah, Southwest Africa. It's called bushveld charcoal, but it's not actually South African. But the smell in there was incredible. It just, when you walked in, you could just smell like that smokiness. But we were there for about an hour. Sorry for the rustling. We were there for about an hour, wasn't we?
Yeah.
Really nice guy. He's not there's a chef. I got the impression there was 3 of them. So the guy who was there today, he's more like the financial business end of things. Then there's a chef, and then there's a guy he's not South African, but I think his parents were, and he's doing the sort of, yeah, the shop side, I think. Anyway, I'm starting to waffle now. But anyway, we bought some rubs because as I said before, we do barbecue a lot. So I think these are actually American, the Don Marco's, or maybe they're not. They might be European. I don't know. So we've got this sugar and spice. So as he said, this is like sweet and hot. We bought this crazy chicken, which is a spicy chicken. And then this sounded interesting. There was loads of different flavours. We got this cherry bomb. That sounds nice. And then, so we bought the coal, we bought the rubs. And then, I don't think I can pick this up. Yes, I can. We bought a witch's cauldron. Well, actually, it is a witch's cauldron, but it's called a poikikos in South Africa. And basically, the South Africans cook stews and curries and that kind of thing on the fire. So either this is going to be a great addition to our barbecuing, we'll make some nice things on it, or it's going to be a very expensive ornament. But anyway, one way or the other, Lawrence has wanted one for ages. This is a size 2. I think the biggest you go up to is 4, is it? 4, yeah. So a 2 is a good, I'll show you again, a 2 is a good size for us. Cast iron. So anyway, either way, it's got to be seasoned. And then the other thing, he threw in some freebies, which was really nice. He had this monkey sauce, but we've gone for, we could choose, but we went for the rhino sauce, not the monkey sauce. I think that's their own. Did you say that was their own recipe?
Yeah.
And he gave us, they're not here, 2 sausages. You know, like the pepperoni, you know, the sort of dried sausage meat. He gave us 2 seasoned sausages. So we're going to slice them up and have a little nibble because Friday's takeaway night, but William's only just left for football, so we won't be ordering takeaway till about 7-ish. Oh, the sausage is here. I've got it. I can show you. So they look quite spicy. They don't do them themselves. I was gonna look where they were from, but anyway. Den Helder. These are the bags. Butcher's Atelier Dowser. These are where the meats are from. So that was really nice. We come away with some nice freebies. Really nice guy. We shared a lot of tips and things with, you know, South Africa related stuff. So we were popping in, and then you know, an hour later we were still there. Oh, here we go. Brine Master cast iron products. So that's the brand of the poikikos, and then it tells you all about how you prepare it for cooking and then how you take care of it. So really nice. They're not difficult. My nana, my Irish nana, actually most of her cooking stuff was cast iron. So as long as you don't put soapy water by them, they're usually pretty fine. Anyway, at this point, I think I'm going to wrap up the vlog because I say it every week, but yet again, I don't know what I've been waffling about. I can't remember what I filmed, and I have to try and cobble it all together and put blinky plonk music over things and make it hopefully an enjoyable experience to watch. There's a plane going over. So I hope you're all well and safe. Thanks again for tuning in. I really have to get my act together and do a podcast at some point. Don't worry, there's one coming soon, I hope. Please let there be one. And in the meantime, have a good week, and I'll see you in the next vlog or podcast. Bye.